If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Low Scale Gaming podcast. I'm your host, Fantasy, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage. Conan, how you doing today?
I'm all right. It's a Saturday. I was gonna
I
do
thought
some.
today was Sunday,
Nope.
so I'm pretty happy that it's not.
Yeah, it's still Saturday. So I was gonna do some cleaning and stuff today, but stuff fell through, so I'm not having to clean as much anymore. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
But
Consolation prizes.
yeah.
Yay.
But no, we're doing okay. Just kind of hanging out, doing the thing. I think we're still gonna clean a little bit, just not quite as balls to the
Vigorously as
wall.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how are y'all?
It's been a day. I saved you an edit just now.
Proud.
It's been a day. I'm just already tired, and I already just want to go back to bed. But
Hey, it's what you want. What happened with your day?
so I was planning on. So we were planning on Losco birthday today. Okay, like we always try. I guess let's just say it's always like at the end of the month, whatever. Because I'm pretty sure it's around this time. Haven't gone to look in a little bit, but I'm pretty sure Losco birthday is like somewhere around this time frame, right?
Okay.
Okay, so I was gonna come up there and we were gonna do Losco birthday. We were gonna have fun we were gonna record live at Conan's house, and then afterwards we were going to go somewhere. We were either gonna go to like Top Golf or we were gonna go to main event.
We were going to have fun.
We were
Like an
gonna have fun,
arcade
basically.
or whatever.
Was
We
what
were
it
going to have
was
good.
basically what I'm getting at. And then I guess I ran over a nail or something because I just come home or I wake up and it's just I have like my flat my passenger tire front passenger tire is flat. I was like la dee da, and I was just very upset. Mm.
You were able to get it fixed this morning, though. Yes.
Yes, but it cost me a lot of money, and I'm not happy about it. But it's part of life, and I think I got like rooked, but once again, part of life.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very least, you got new tires, right?
Yeah, exactly. Mage, how are you doing?
I'm doing okay. It's kind of been a meh day. I didn't sleep super well last night, so it is what it is.
I didn't sleep well either last night. Like, I was super hyped to be able to sleep well, and then it just wasn't happening.
No, I had one of those nights where I just kept waking up, and I don't know why. I hate that.
I woke up at about 5 o'clock this morning, and 4:30. I just couldn't go back to sleep. And Vader's looking at me. He's just like, "Yo, what are you doing awake?
What's going on?
Go back to sleep." And I just couldn't, and I was upset.
Fair enough.
It's been a rough week, man. So we didn't record last week because my grandpa passed away. My grandma's husband. He wasn't really like my biological grandpa, but I feel bad for my grandma being there for her and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just it's been a rough week, and then I feel like I've been driving back and forth from the city for like a lot, so I figured it was gonna happen with my car sooner or later. And of course, it happens on a day where I'm like, "Oh, it's cool. Let's plan to have some good times and fun."
Try
And
to do fun
nope,
stuff
yeah,
after the week of crap.
yeah. So I'm very not in a good mood, but I'm trying to be positive and not be upset, and hopefully I can keep this going and not be mad. But I know how I get.
Just
So
spiral at some point.
yeah, yeah. some point we'll get into argument, and then I'll just probably leave, and then be back in a little bit, and then yeah,
Same old song and dance.
yeah. Well, all right, let's
Goodness.
go ahead and jump into our fails of the week. Conan Jones, what is your fail of the week?
So my biggest fail this week that I could think of, at my office, we have been having internet problems. Last
Mm,
week, my immediate supervisor was on vacation, so he was gone last week, like Thursday, Friday, Monday.
mm,
So we kind of started this process last week, and since I'm like always at the office at the house, he was like, "Hey, can I give the tech guy your number so he can call you and you can just kind of head this up since you're actually there in the building?" And I was like, "Okay, that makes sense. They're going to have questions to actually look at hardware and all that sort of stuff." I was like, "I don't care. That's fine." So this
I'm a team
process,
player.
yeah, exactly, team player. So this process took like a week and a half to get resolved. We hadn't had internet at the house since the beginning of March.
At the house?
At the
Oh
house
yeah,
that I
yeah, that's
work at.
right.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
right. I forgot. You work at like a
Converted home into an office
yeah.
space. So we all just call it the house, which is
That's
very
really
confusing
weird.
to other
It's
people.
really weird.
It was
Like
real confusing to the tech people that I was talking with because I would always just call it the house. And I was like, "Yeah, I'm at the house." And they're like, "Okay,
we-
well, are you going back to the office? Like, because we need you at the office so we can do these tests." And so then I would have to explain it 14 times to all these different techs. So anyway, talking with these people, and the first guy just can't figure it out. He can't understand what's going on. We don't have an IP address. He thinks I'm just an idiot and I'm just making stuff up about what my computer is telling me. And I'm just like, dude, I'm hardwired into the Ethernet plug. It's saying that I have an undiscovered network or something like that, and it's no internet. And he just would not believe me. It's,
basically just being a big old
yeah, and
ding.
he was like, okay, well, if your internet is not connected, how are we talking on Teams? Is because I have my hotspot on my cell phone turned on and my laptop is connected to my hotspot. Because we have to jerry rig all of our stuff now because you can't have the hardwire plugged in and be on Wi-Fi because of how the state has our stuff set up.
Right.
Yay!
But I can't change any of my settings because I don't have an administrator login, and the only people that have administrator logins are like big bosses, like my supervisor's boss's boss's boss. So they send somebody out to the house, and he looks around, and I show him like the switch and all of the hardwires stuff upstairs in the closet, and he's just like, okay, everything looks good. I mean, there's no obvious something's unplugged or like red lights are flashing or something looks amiss. Like everything looks fine. I was like, I'm not stupid enough to mess with something that's not mine that I would then have to pay to fix.
Right.
Like if it's my modem at home, I know how to unplug the modem. I know how that stuff works enough to kind of troubleshoot it. But as far as like switches for a full house that has hardwired in the walls and all that sort of stuff, like that's getting a little out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't want to mess with that either because
Oh,
then your boss will be even more mad at
yeah.
you.
And I was like, if there's a router on top of it that says AT&T router on it that I can just unplug for a second, plug back in, like we're kind of in a different boat, but all of this stuff is very technical. I'm not going to mess with it looking. So
Right. No,
he
I got you.
so he has to report it and he's like, "Okay, everything looks fine over here." So then they send me back to the first guy who still has no idea, who sends me to a lady who came from DHS to the tech support people, so she understands like the office setups and all that sort of stuff for Oklahoma City.
Hmm.
So I had to explain to her that my original office has been shut down. They've moved me on paper to a different office. Physically, I've been in this building since January. So I'm not on paper where I am physically. Nobody in my building is on paper where we are physically.
Wait, then. Wait, what?
Exactly. So all the people in my group that have our place as our office were all
Yeah.
originally at the same main office. So they moved us over to this new group and they said, "Hey, this is our house. You can use this for office space." But we just use the same server from our original office. But since
Okay, I see
yeah,
now.
so then they moved us to this new office on paper because the original one got shut down, and they
Right.
never set us up with the new server. We were still trying to connect to the original one at the old office, and it was just like, oh, yeah, okay, click this little box, okay, you're good. So in almost 2 weeks of dealing with tech support and me explaining that situation multiple times to multiple people, finally got resolved, and it was a ordeal. Holy crap!
Well, that's good. It got resolved.
It
Yeah.
is. So I'm glad it finally got resolved and is done, and I don't have to deal with it anymore, and it all just kind of works.
Yay, technology.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. It was dumb.
Yay, tech
Mage,
support.
Mage, what's your fail of the week?
So, although I got spring break off from work, I did not get spring break off from my online school.
That's what I heard.
So,
That like they're not giving a break to the kids that are in college and stuff.
yeah, most colleges are not doing a spring break this year, which is
So stupid.
stupid.
Like it's such a bad decision. Like
But I mean, I guess I get it because they don't want kids to like travel and then get corona and then come back. So I sort of get it. They're also ending school earlier, but like spring semester, you get 2 breaks. You get, I want to say it's like you get that break in February. I can't remember what that day is.
Martin Luther King Day.
Veterans Day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, MLK's in January, but
Yeah, you don't get MLK off, but you get Veterans Day off. And then you get spring break. And that's the only 2 breaks you get in the spring semester for college students or for school period. And that's just like cutting out the one big break that you have is just a killer, man.
Yeah,
that's
I
rough,
understand
dude.
that.
Yeah, not fun. That's like, oh, I still got school. But I got work off, so that's kind of nice.
Wait. How did you get work off but not school? Because don't you work at a college?
Yeah, I don't know. That my college
What?
my college was like, yeah, we're doing spring break. The college that I work at was doing spring break, and the college that I take school at is not doing spring break. Like,
Okay, you don't work at the same school that you go to school at.
yeah,
Okay, for some reason I thought it was the same school.
no, it wasn't.
Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, it still doesn't really make sense, but it makes, you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, I don't know
Makes
why one
sense.
school would take off and one school wouldn't.
Yeah.
And also, I work administration at my school, so that's also weird that I got off. But
Because
whatever.
like admins is like always open.
Yeah, you would think. I'm not complaining though. You know,
Yeah,
whatever.
Okay,
That's silly.
that's weird.
Yeah, it's
I
just
don't understand it, but I mean,
It's just a big old mess, man. But yeah, that's my fail. It's just kind of like because also I didn't realize that they didn't have spring break off till like spring break started, or that I didn't have spring break off in online school when spring break started, and I was just like, dang it.
oh.
Sad day.
Yeah. So it is what it is.
Well, my fail this week is just today sucks. I'm not in a good mood. I'm here. It's whatever. I already went over why I'm not in a good mood.
Yeah. No need to hash it again.
Yep. All right. Let's move into our topic one. I think this will be good for me because I need to get a little bit better at this, and then two, Coda and Jones has some expert advice on this.
I don't know if I would use the term expert advice, but so I just kind of wanted to follow up from the last recording. We kind of talked about you going on the trip and like doing overnight.
Yeah.
My big deal with that is then the itinerary to give to the kids and the parents, so they know what's going on. For
I think
your,
about that. Because we're even going to a token. I probably should have one. Like, but
because that's coming up like in a couple
that's
days, isn't it?
Tuesday. That's
Yeah.
Tuesday.
So I
I
would.
just told the kids to be up there at 6:30 and we're leaving. I'm pretty sure we're gonna win that Atoka tournament. I'm pretty sure we are. Like, I've been so they put this roster up. Like, we had to submit our roster and everything. So I've been looking at all the other kids' like teams and stuff, and like my team's like champion ranking, and all the other ones are like platinum and diamond.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure we're gonna come home with a big trophy. I saved you another edit there, Cohen.
Proud of you.
But yeah,
I don't know. Like my experience with trips is that the more information you can give kids and parents, the less dumb questions you have to answer.
right.
Because I was always real annoyed when I would get questions like, "Where are we gonna stop and eat? When are we doing this? Like, what time is the game gonna be over? Because my great aunt Susie is gonna pick me up." Like, and all of these things. So I would always have this is a rough estimate of our timelines because, football games, since that was kind of our main travel deal,
Right.
you can't say it's going to start. I mean, kickoff's usually at 7:30 or whatever it is, but it's probably going to go till about 10-ish. And you can kind of give a rough estimate and say, hey, I'll send a message to the Remind messaging text app whenever we hit the road or whatever the case may be. But then have, we're going to leave the school at 7:30. We're going to stop at McDonald's on the Turnpike at 8. We're going to get there at 8:45. You've got free time between blah, 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 blah. Like, that was just my whole deal of having stuff lined out always helped me.
I kind of have that so far. Like, not as probably as well as you would, but pretty close. Like I have an idea up in my noggin
Yeah.
what we're doing, but I need to. You're right. I need to transfer it to paper, and then give it to the kids.
Yeah. Because that was always like my go-to whenever kids would ask me questions. I would 9 times out of 10 have already answered that question in the itinerary.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, did you read this? No. I printed it off for a reason. Go read it. Like, and that saved me a lot. Then they can take it home to parents who then see it and know that their sweet baby angel should be home around 11 p.m. that I need to come get him. So he's not sitting up here.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm playing this. I'm playing the game we're going to talk about later in the podcast, and I was trying to see if I could go all the way around this island, and I cannot.
Yeah.
So I have to go all the way back around.
That's what you want.
But it's exploring, so it's fine.
Yay.
I'm telling you, this game is like really fun.
Yeah.
Yay, Mage! I hope you enjoy this game whenever we play it later tonight.
Yeah, it looks good.
Well, it doesn't look good. The graphics on it are really bad.
I meant the gameplay looks good.
But the gameplay is
That's what I meant.
This is like I would like Minecraft because like friend of the show Milky always tries to get me to play it, but every time I do play it, it gives me such a major headache. Like I don't know, like it's not the gameplay isn't fun or anything like that. It's just the game just literally gives me a huge migraine when I play it, and I don't know if it's just like the pixelated mixed with it being first person. or just something. I don't know, but it kills me.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Minecraft. I just couldn't get into it. Like I tried, not a big fan.
Sorry, I know we got off track there. I had to bring up
What
that
was
I
going on?
yeah, what's going on right now, but uh yeah, kind of my plan is like, because okay, so we're kind of mid coach's corner here, just ba bum ba bum. I don't know what your music is for it. I don't know what music I just did for it.
Just random noises.
Yeah, I feel like that was like the McDonald's thing, but it was kind of like a mixture of that and like
Like
it was
the,
like a jazzy McDonald's
the
theme.
fail of the weak horn.
Um, but so Broken Arrows, they're not Broken Arrow. Wait, yeah, it was Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow's going to this, right?
Okay.
And they're like the first seed in like the
Everything.
in everything that we're going to. Well, their Rocket League team decided that they don't want to go to it because it doesn't seem interesting. And I
Okay.
was just like, what? So we were the second seed, and now we're the first seed,
Okay.
and we have a first round bye because of it. So I don't have to be there until like our first match isn't until like 11, I think. Or no, until like 1:30. But I want to be there like to watch and just see how
Yeah.
everything's going and register and everything. So like we're gonna be there at probably about 11 or 10. Um, but so that means it's a 3 hour drive. So we're probably gonna leave about 6:30, which isn't bad. I was about to leave at like 5 o'clock if we had to go right at like if we were like the first match at 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
because that was going to just be awful. But we ended up not being the first match because of the bye. So while I'm mad that we don't get a chance to beat Broken Arrow, because if we beat Tulsa Union, I think we have a pretty good shot against Broken Arrow.
Yeah. See, I don't know anything about any of their teams. I mean, other than just kind of the go-to Broken Arrow's always good at everything
I know,
comment.
you know how amazing it'll be if my kids like beat Broken Arrow at the so we also got invited to the state playoffs, right?
Cool.
Which I knew we were going to. This is like I said, we'll talk more about that in Coach's Corner. Um but back to the itineraries for the first thing. You know, I'm I'm not doing too good about it. I need to, like Conan said, I need to get it on paper and not just be sitting there just like talking about it. I need to actually like
Write it all
do
down.
something. Yeah, write it all down. I'm like, I have an idea in my head, I like keep saying, but I'm just being really lazy about it. It's been spring break, man. I've had a rough man. Spring break is like cursed for me. I feel because okay, so let's lay this. Ever since I've been working at where I have been, spring break has been cursed for me. Right. So my first spring break there, my dad died. Okay, that was awful. Okay, second spring break there, we never came back because of COVID. Okay,
You're still
okay,
on that second spring break.
yeah, and then this one, my grandpa dies the Friday of it. So like it's just been one awful thing after another with this, and I just I can't ever really. I feel like I can't ever really enjoy my spring break, and it really is sad to say that because spring break's supposed to be that time where like you get to recharge the batteries. It's like because then it's just mad dash to state testing, and then you're out of school type of deal, right? So
Um,
I don't know. I'm not.
yeah,
I'm not.
I don't really know what to say to that, but yeah, that's definitely weird that all of those things have kind of happened during spring break. Like,
Like it's like I said, spring break's just like cursed for me, man. And it sucks because I want to have fun on my spring break. I want to go like go somewhere, do something good. You want to know what else hit me hard? I was okay. I know this is like left field with it, but man, I was at my grandma's yesterday. And I was helping her clean out the house, clean out my grandpa's stuff out in the shed and everything. And we go eat lunch, and she sits there and she tells me, she was just like, you're the only person I got left. You can't leave me. And she was just like, you're my next of kin now. So if like something happens to me, you're in charge. And I kid you not, when those words left her mouth, I felt the weight of the world on my shoulders.
About to say, Granny, you can't be this heavy.
Like I was just like looking at her, and I didn't know what to say. And then my brother's sitting there like, "What does that mean?" And he's always got to jump in and ruin the moment because he's a stupid 10-year-old.
No.
And I was just like, it means that if something happens to grandma, then I'm in charge of her. I'm in charge of it. And it hit hard, man.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff like that, especially when you're not expecting comments like that, hit way different.
But yeah, that was yesterday. I know I keep getting off this itinerary thing. Man, I just keep talking about all the other stuff and then jumping back to the itinerary thing. I know I keep I'm rambling because I guess I don't know how to
Finn's sad. Yeah.
And then my grandma wants crap. Sorry.
It's all right.
At least it's not cussing. I've been good about not cussing.
Yeah.
But my grandma wants my brother for a couple days and to take him to the funeral and stuff because I can't go to it because of what's going on because I'm taking my kids to the tournament in Atoka, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be weird that I'm not gonna have my brother for 4 days, and he's gonna miss 2 to 3 days of school. But
so did you just leave your brother up here whenever you came up yesterday?
No, I was going to, but then he didn't have any clothes or anything.
So you having to bring him back up here tomorrow?
Well, what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to talk to my grandma after this and be like, "Hey, can you just meet me in Chickasha and we'll go eat at Jake's Rib Palace or something for lunch?"
Yeah, because my car tire is being a dumb.
Well, I already got that fixed, but
I mean, you probably still don't want to just jump straight on it.
well, you're right. I didn't want to go in the first place. But
okay, so yeah, itinerary stuff. I don't really have a whole lot more to say to that other than after what I said, but I don't. They always worked well for me to just be able to hand them out, even if it's just a little half piece of paper that's just got a little bit of something on it. Because then I would just, like I said, always be getting messages from parents who didn't understand, or then you get I didn't know they were supposed to be up here at 7:30 in the morning. Why is it so early?
Those are always fun.
Read the syllabus.
Yeah.
Sorry, read the itinerary.
Or I didn't know you weren't getting back until 11:30 at night. That's so late. Why do you have my kids out so late on a school night? This is what was planned. This is on the itinerary. This is what was approved by the administration. It's not my fault you don't know how to read. Your child knows how to read better than you do, apparently. Can you tell I had lots of conversations like that?
Yeah, I can tell.
I get a little salty even reliving those moments.
Yeah, parents suck in every facet.
Yeah. Literally the worst part of all of it. But I think I might still have some saved. I can see if I can dig through if you want some.
Yes, that would be nice.
I'll have to
anything that can help me out.
Oh, where is my cord for my laptop? we need to do taxes today too. So
You haven't done your taxes yet?
we don't have to do them until like the middle of next month. I've still got a whole nother month I can do them in.
Dude, I always do my taxes like
I'm not as cool as you. I'm sorry.
as
Don't
early
feel
as I
bad, Conan. I haven't done my taxes either.
I always do my taxes as early as I can so I can get my refund back as soon as I can.
I just
So I can have my refund pretty much back by the time spring break gets here.
Um,
I just hate taxes, man.
Why it's so easy.
I just hate it. Like, I think it's annoying.
who do you take yours to, Finn?
I do it on TurboTax.
Gotcha.
It's even more annoying that like the IRS already has all that information, so like you don't even really need to do it, but you have to if you want to get the refund. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's no point in doing it. That's another thing that I hate about it.
Oh man. Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and talk about Valheim. Or what was the thing you had, Conan?
Um.
What's
Already.
NTS?
What was the acronym?
It was like NTS or something like that.
So NFTs, non fungible tokens. So they're pretty much like
Dogcoin and Bitcoin and stuff.
kind of, except they're also now in media. So like the stuff going around that I've seen have been like kind of like the achievement things on Steam that you can trade and that are worth air quote real money. They're like
Oh.
that, except it gets into like weird deep stuff about the blockchain and certifying that they're like one of a kind or that you own whatever this image is
Mm-hmm.
and are being sold for just exorbitant amount of money because they're just artificially scarce. And it's just a whole stupid thing that's just happening now. And like,
That seems really dumb.
yeah, the band Kings of Leon, I guess, is making some also.
They're making a Bitcoin or
They're
whatever.
yeah, one of these token things that's like a
What?
I think it has something to do with their new album. It's just like a special version of their new album that's just a digital thing. And it's yeah, it's just a dystopian nightmare that we're living in, and it's all just ridiculous and stupid. So yeah, I was just seeing if
See,
you guys knew anything about that.
I
But
did not know anything about that. That seems really dumb.
yeah, that's a thing you know now. So
Thank you for telling me about that.
you're welcome.
I'll never get that back.
Yeah. But yeah, there's more to talk about with Valheim than there is for that because I understand it a little bit, but not enough to hold a full blown conversation about it. So
Yay!
Now, Valheim, man, that's a game we could talk about.
go for it.
Well, okay, so Valheim is this new game. Who's it made by? Some like it's made by your people that make your games that you like.
I know Coffee Stain is the it's either the developer or the publisher, but there's another one that's on the intro screen, but I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like your people's. Like these are like
Yeah, because Coffee Stain is the same one who does my Satisfactory stuff. Oh, that's on here too.
Satisfactory.
Yeah, there was a big patch number 4 out today or out this past week, but we can talk about it later. We can talk about
Okay.
Valheim first.
But so Valheim's this. The best way to describe it, it's Minecraft meets Vikings,
Mm-hmm.
and like you're in Middle Earth, and you're basically you're just let loose on this land to fend for yourself, and figure out what you need to do and everything. It's
'Cause
pretty fun.
isn't the goal to like make it to like Valheim or Asgard, whatever the
Yeah,
like
yeah,
heaven pretty much, but you have to kill all of the bosses and stuff to have favor with the gods.
yeah, something like that. It's. I mean, that's exactly it. I believe. but I haven't done
Nailed
as
it.
much
Proud of
into
me.
it as that. I've just been like sitting here playing it. You know, I haven't really like done much with it, to be honest,
Yeah.
outside of just sitting there enjoying it. Man, it's such a fun game. Like,
You've definitely kind of no-lifed it this week. Like,
I mean, I didn't have anything else to do.
you're not wrong. I don't
I
blame
would
you.
bring my laptop with me, and then wherever we'd go, I would just sit there and play it. Because I'm more here just, I was more here just for like my grandma's support, if anything. I don't know. Like, I didn't, I really didn't feel obligated to be. I don't know. I didn't want to be there. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But one of those things where I have to be for my grandma, and yada yada yada. Anyways, but it's this Viking simulator game, and it's pretty fun. There's some really annoying stuff to it, but for the most part, you know, it's a really fun game. It's I've been really enjoying it a lot, and like what Conan said is I've been no lifing it pretty badly, to be honest, just because it's so fun. Like
Yeah.
you can make any stupid thing you want, and it's working for you, and it's being pretty nice and stuff. Like I literally just made a boat. And so what we've been doing, we've been playing off the server that I made because I didn't know. The one thing I don't like about it so far is that I like y'all can't play the server unless I'm online. I don't like that.
Yeah, that part is kind of silly.
I hope they figure out a way to be like, hey, you can make these people admins so they can play on the server too while you're gone or whatever.
Yeah.
I hope they do that because that would be really that'd be nice.
Agreed.
But it's pretty fun. I'm still like been just doing all sorts of fun stuff on here and different thing like just right now I've been doing the podcast. I've been so the one really annoying thing about the game is that when you make these portals and stuff to like because it's a really huge world, okay? Um you can't for some reason you can't transfer over ores or you can't teleport ores, which makes no sense to me because you know that's like the main thing is ores,
Yeah.
but because you need all these ores to build these better things, and but you can't do it if you don't have the stuff, and there's very limited ores to get. Am I saying that right? I feel like I've been saying it so much now that like I'm messing up on it.
Oh no, that's right.
Okay. Uh where I lost my train of thought. But but this whole time that we've been doing recording, I made a bigger boat, and then I just went to go get all of our stuff that we had at the previous camp and brought it back over to where our main base is at, which we still haven't given it a name yet. We'll just call it the fort or the main base.
Yeah. See, I've always never been good about naming stuff. It's always just been whatever it is, because I'm
Yeah,
just super original and lame. So
but yeah, I just got all of those ores and stuff over here. So
yeah.
like,
So kind of what I've enjoyed about it is like you said, you have your own server that you started on that Milky and I jumped in with, but then I also had started my own myself.
mhm.
But the character that I play is the same between my own personal and your world that I jump in with you. So like I remember that first time I jumped in with you, you guys had gotten farther ahead than I had on my own, and they were like, "Oh, hey, here's this sword that is higher along and higher level, and then here's this armor. Awesome, here you go." And I was able to do stuff with you guys with items y'all had made, and then whenever I logged back into my own personal thing, I still had those items, and he said, "Oh, this sword was made by Finnessy or whatever it was," and I was okay. That's pretty cool. So last night, I whenever I logged in last night, I still had stuff in my inventory from what I was doing in my own world, and popped
Mhm.
into yours with the same stuff in my inventory.
I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't lose any progress no matter what you do.
Exactly. So even if I'm doing it in his world or my world, my character I'm playing is still getting experience and leveling up whatever skills I'm doing. So
Nice.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it's like it's a really fun game, Mage. I hope you really enjoy it. Like
I hope so too.
It's
It looked good. Like it looked fun.
it's like I've put a lot of hours into this game.
it's got a
Like,
lot of weird stuff to it that like
It's kind of like it looks like when I was trying to get you guys to play that Conan game. It's pretty much the same thing almost. Like the weird stuff, at least. I mean, you can't get people or anything to run your fortresses or anything like that, but it still looks similar in some ways.
mhm. I don't know nothing about that, but
I don't guess I even remember talking about the Conan game.
yeah, I don't
Oh,
remember
it's
that at all. I'm sorry.
oh, you're fine. It was a while ago. That game came out like 2 years ago, so not worried about it.
But no, like I've been enjoying my time with it. Like it's been weird because how much Finn's been playing it. You guys are so much further ahead and have more
No, Milky's
technology.
same place. Milky's same place as you.
Yeah,
Like he like I'm so far ahead of everybody because I have been sitting here just no lifing it.
yeah.
That it's not. It's it's not. It's just because I don't. It's been spring break, and this is how I've been coping with stuff. I'll be honest. Like I don't handle things well. I know I don't, and this is what I'm doing to cope. Is just to ignore everything else and deal with this. I can admit it.
I mean, different strokes for different folks. Um, but like your technology that you would have, you'd have these new things in your crates and stuff. And I would go through and just kind of look at stuff, and I'd pull it out of the crate and look at it, and it was like, oh, Conan Jones, you've unlocked this new technology. You can now make these things. Because I just kind of skipped the whole process of finding those
Finding it
items
on your
or
own. Yeah.
yeah. And it was like, okay, I guess, but now I don't know where this original item comes from. So I know like a lot of my questions for you guys were like, okay, where is tin at? Like I haven't seen tin, but I picked it up and I can make this stuff with tin. And I found copper. And it's like, oh, well, iron is an alloy.
Dude, that was.
I didn't catch it, but
I was so mad at him when he said that. That was so stupid. That was so stupid when he said
I mean,
that.
he wasn't wrong.
I know, but he said it in such a like what is it?
Snarky.
Snarky white person way. Like I can say that it's not racist. You can't be racist towards white people.
Yeah.
But iron isn't an alloy. Iron's an element.
Yeah,
Wait,
I don't think it was actually iron that he said.
I think it was
Bronze.
bronze.
Yeah,
Okay,
bronze.
bronze is an alloy because you make it out of copper and tin.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
So yeah,
God.
that is what he
That's
said.
exactly what he said.
I just messed up what he said. So I thank you for the correction.
Oh, you're fine. I was just confused for a second.
Yeah.
I was like,
speaking
it
of
almost
other
made it
corrections-
more
wait,
funny.
Wait. Speaking of other corrections, I want to make. Remember when we was talking about making this our low scale the low scale birthday party last weekend, and Mage was
Okay,
like,
anyway.
"No, I never. No, shut up.
So,
No, shut up. No,
no, you shut
and
up.
no,
You're done.
shut up. Let me tell my story." And then,
But you never stop telling your stories.
Okay. Anyway, so Mage was sitting there telling us that, like, oh, hey, it's not. He was like, I meant this weekend. I totally said this weekend and not last weekend. If you listen to last podcast, he made it. He 100% said this coming weekend and not the spring break weekend. 100% said it. I don't know the exact time, but 100% said it. So Mage is wrong.
I'm glad that you had to get that out of your system, bud.
Thank you. I feel better now.
I'm glad that you had to interrupt this podcast just for that.
Yes, I did.
For the information you didn't even look up on your own, you just took my word for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100% too. I didn't even
Yeah.
look it up. I took Conan's word. Conan wouldn't lie to me.
I mean,
Okay. I'm sorry that I had a midterm last week.
Well, I'm sorry too. You nerd going back to college at 30.
I'm not even close to 30.
You're 27.
I'm 26. I still got like 4 years, man.
I
I
forget you're
guess.
that much younger than us.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were like 4 years younger than us.
I'm fast.
Yeah, I
Conan,
know.
you're going to be 30 this year.
Thanks.
Yay!
Oh, yeah, the big 3-0.
Well, hope you do better than what I did for my 30th birthday. I just had to go clean up my grandma's garage because her pipes busted.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That
you
was my 30th birthday.
I had to clean up my garage because my pipes busted too, so I understand that pain.
Oh. Okay. Any more for Valheim?
It's a fun game. You should go play it. It's pretty good. I got a boat. It's the biggest boat in the game. I carried all of our ores that we had in there. That was like almost 1,000 pounds of ores, and metals and stuff
That's a lot.
over to our base, and they're all over there now. And then I made all of it into bronze. So we have like 70 bronze pieces right now.
That's a lot.
We still need to get more iron though. Iron's what we gotta get, but I gotta find more swamp areas.
I was gonna laugh. I was like, it would have been even funnier if he was saying that iron's an alloy, all Starky like, being wrong like that.
No, he was talking. He was talking about. He was
Like-
talking about bronze.
But I mean, like that's even funnier, you know?
If it had been super snarky and been wrong.
Yeah, right. It's like wrong with confidence.
Yeah. I mean, you've met Finn before, right?
Oh yeah, dude. He's confidently wrong all the time.
Oh.
Hey, that wasn't me. That was making.
Anyway, so are we doing wins of the week now?
No, what? Wait, no. It's like we got like 3 or 4 more things to do. All right, let's go ahead. Hey, listen here. I'm the one that directs the show, not you. Shut up. All right, let's go ahead and jump into Coach's Corner.
We just did culture corner earlier, didn't
No,
we?
I said it was like a pseudo one. All right, so Coach's Corner, pretty good. We ended our regular season in Rocket League 6-1, first in our division. So the day before yesterday, they released the brackets for the Rocket League, and I looked at it, I was like, all right, who are we gonna go against? And our name was not on there. And I was immediately heated. Like Mage wanted to argue with me heated, okay? And I was just like, all right, I'm gonna try to stay calm about this, just message this dude and be like, hey, I think there's an issue with it. I don't see my guys on there, and we ended first in our division. So did we not get invited because of something, or is it just a mistake? I mean, it just ended up being a common mistake, and they're a little mistake, so it's not anything bad. I'm glad I kept calm and didn't
Freak
get
out
mad
on
and yell. Yeah, I was very proud of myself for that. And got fixed. So we got a first round bye because we're first seed, and then we go against PC North. And if we win that game, then we're guaranteed to get at least third place or higher, or we're guaranteed to go into the third place match or higher.
All right.
So the good thing about PC North has the same record as us, as 5-1, 5-1, and then Uh, and then if we do that, then I'm pretty sure we'll go against Broken Arrow, which is who we wanted to go against in the Atoka tournament.
All right, so you got some big boy matches coming up.
Yeah, we got
That'll be
some like, and it's always good if like I beat 6A schools because it makes my boss super happy.
and it makes
But
you super happy.
and because it makes me look good. Uh, so and then our Overwatch team, we we didn't do too hot. We went like 3-4, I think. Three or
Hey,
no, 3-5.
but you
The
won
only
3
but no,
games.
well we won 2 games by disqualification. So
Nice.
but the good thing is we won 1 game together, and like everything was like working good for them too. They were listening, they were doing what they're supposed to be doing, they were communicating, like they were doing all the stuff that I've been telling them to do, and I was pretty happy about it. Like
So at least I
There we
mean you're
go.
seeing an improvement with that
yes,
and that side. So
that's the thing. Like I'm seeing improvement on it. It seems like things are going well with them, so I'm pretty happy with that so far as well.
good. Yeah.
So hopefully, if we win our first match at the Atoka tournament, then we'll be also guaranteed to be in the third place match or higher. So I don't know, but hopefully we can. I'm not like I said, I'm not too hopeful about that one, but for the rest of it, hopefully we do pretty good.
Um. So my only thought is to not let your Rocket League success determine the viability of the other games teams.
What do you mean?
Just because Rocket League team has done well, don't poop on the Overwatch team.
Oh, I haven't. No, I
Yeah,
haven't.
and yeah, not to say that you do, but like it's
I know what
easy.
you mean. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Well, it's also that 2 of the boys that's in the Rocket League team are on the Overwatch team as well. So like they know like I mean yeah I've probably been singing the praises of the Rocket League teams a little much just because I'm really happy with how they've been doing and stuff.
yeah.
I probably should calm down on that. I agree, but I'm also just really happy with how they've been doing.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure. I don't know, it's just kind of a fine line to walk that
right. I know what you
with
mean.
us is no big deal. Just in person, just kind of a
Like,
thought.
and I should be doing a little bit better with it, and not so much uh like I said, I was really happy with them finish or doing good in their finish making winning that last match. Like
No,
they did really good. They worked together. They did everything they're supposed to be doing. It was really nice. But yeah, like I said, it's going pretty good. This is probably be Coach's Corner. Probably going to start coming to a. Well, I guess I'll have one for next week. I guess after April 3rd or April 4th, that'll probably be the last Coach's Corner for a little bit until spring break, or I mean until next fall, because uh I won't have anything to report on other than like, oh hey, we're practicing,
yeah. Watch our
So
practice stream.
yeah, so yeah, it is what it is.
All right, I can dig it.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into topic 4. Tell me what you've been playing this week.
Okay, so I've got two actually. About 2 weeks ago, I was going through my Epic store and I was like, okay, I need to do something different. This was before Valheim had really come out, and I had gotten Rage 2 for free back in the day. I was like, okay, I'll give this a shot. It's free, whatever. And got into it, didn't really realize it was made by Bethesda. So right off the bat, I'm like, okay, this might be okay because it's Bethesda, it's open world, kind of Fallout-esque kind of stuff. It was not. Oh boy. It's bad. It's real
Really?
bad. It's just so dull. Like, I spent about 3 or 4 hours in it. The
Mhm.
opening scene, it's number 2. So I mean, I guess it picks up on the story after number 1, and they recap it in about 7 seconds. And it's like, okay,
Nice.
if your whole game can be recapped that fast, it probably wasn't really worth
Probably
playing in
wasn't
the
that good
first
of a
place.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first game was unfinished or something. Like they had it cut off early, if I remember correctly. But
Yeah.
because I know what you're talking about, because I was initially interested in it, but I saw some gameplay and I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So like the opening scene kind of starts off and the big boss from the last game kind of raids the final base of the good guys that you're a part of, and everybody gets killed, and you're now this new person to take over the rangers who are the fighting force of the good guys, and you get all of these missions and objectives to go and do, just like a normal open world BS, blah blah
Mhm.
blah.
Mhm.
And the cars, their whole deal is like, if you can see it, you can drive it. All of the cars I could get in, which was just the one that's my car, that's not even any car that I saw, just handled like trash. The shooting didn't feel good, like just not good across the board. And it's kind of sad, but I just kind of wanted to speak my piece on how bad that was.
How bad the game was. That's
Yeah.
what needed to
An
be like.
unfortunate experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, if I would have paid for that, I would have been really pissed. But
But you got it for
I
free,
got
so
it for
there's no
free.
reason to be
So,
upset.
yeah, so I'm just kind of salty that I wasted my time with it, not so much any money. So, all things considered, it's not that big of a deal. But
Dude,
um,
that's how I feel about some games too. Like it's the game I've been mad about lately. Is it,
Anthem.
yeah, Ant.
Mm. So,
It's such a bad game. Like,
Lot of people were upset with that one.
yeah. So my other one, update 4, released on the experimental version of my Satisfactory game. That's the one that's made by Coffee Stain, or published or developed. I'm not sure exactly, but the Valheim people. Um, they added a whole bunch of stuff, like the next part of the tech tree you can get into now. Um, the most recent world that I was in, I tried to jump back into it, but realized that I was doing it with mods. And since it just released, like the patch just released this week, none of the mods have been able to get updated quick enough. So, like,
so they don't work.
yeah, all of my stuff is screwed up just because I used mods on almost everything.
I mean, sometimes you just have to. Sometimes some games are unplayable without mods,
See,
like
like,
World of Warcraft.
yeah,
Man,
vanilla Satisfactory is really good. And I kind of ruined myself because I did it once or twice with mods. And then I tried it again back to vanilla, and it just wasn't the same. Like, you kind
yeah.
of get used to the quality of life of being able to just fly around and not being stuck on the ground. But this new patch, they added a hover pack that you can in vanilla, that just wirelessly connects to your power grid.
hmm And you can
So
just fly around or whatever.
yeah, and you can just fly around and hover around and stuff. So that'll be fun. Um, but yeah, I just didn't really get into anything because everything else is so jacked up. So
I'm sorry.
it'll be
Mage,
nice whenever I get into it though. So yeah, sorry.
Mage, what have you been playing?
Not much, but I did look up a game called Loop Hero.
Mhm.
It's one of those like I forget. It's kind of pixelated, but what the idea is that like um, the hero, like you don't have control of the hero. He just kind of like walks around in a circular map,
I've heard
fighting
about
monsters and
this.
stuff, and levels up. And as he kills monsters, you get like cards or whatever, and you build the world around him. And you level him up and stuff like that. Like if he gets equipment that you can equip to him, if it's better, and you can build like different builds, and you could add monsters to the map, um, and add landscapes to the surrounding. So it was just kind of cool. Like there was like you would think that since you don't have control of the hero or whatever, um, it'd be kind of like boring. But there was so much to it that I was like, oh, this is neat.
The Bombcast and Beastcast have been talking a bunch about that here recently, and it sounds really weird, and I can't really wrap my brain around. It sounds like a Settlers of Catan meets like I don't even really know what else to compare it to.
Yeah, I mean it's literally like uh I don't know, like he progresses through what your choices kind of a deal. Like you don't have control of him specifically, but you have control of everything around him and like his build.
Yeah.
So it's cool. There's a day cycle. So like some things, some cards. I know you have this Grove card that will like give him +2 HP every day, and so like as he progresses and stuff, as the days go on, he'll get more health. Um, like you like the surrounding maps and how you build it because will give him buffs and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and make them stronger. So, because as you do each loop, the monsters get stronger. So, so you have to keep doing things to get the hero strong enough to defeat them and stuff. So,
Because that was what they were talking about, is that they would do the loop and then jump out of it so they didn't lose all of the stuff they collected.
yeah, like if you die in the middle of the loop, you lose all your stuff. But like the whole goal is like you get resources from the cards that you get from the monsters and stuff like that, and like what you build, and you use those resources to build up your town. And basically, like the whole goal of the game is like the plot is that the world was destroyed, and the loop hero is like for whatever reason he has this power to like rebuild the world, but not really knowing that he's rebuilding the world.
Yeah.
And so like that's what you're doing, like you're rebuilding the world around him and stuff and building up this village and everything else like that, and it's just neat.
All right.
It was just a neat little concept. I haven't really seen a game like that before. So
Did you buy it somewhere?
no, I was watching some YouTubers play it,
Gotcha. Okay.
so I wanted to talk about it.
I'm not sure if I would enjoy actually playing it. It sounds just weird from what I've heard people talk about it, but
You know, it was actually way more entertaining to watch than I thought it would be. I know that sounds weird, like because you're not
yeah.
there's not a whole lot of like heavy action in it, but like the pixel art was good. The story was weirdly engaging, and it was just fun watching the guy build the world around him, and like there's some interesting things you can do. Like there's these rocks and mountains, and if you get like a grid of a 3x3 grid of rocks and mountains put all in one place, it builds like a big old massive mountain in the landscape, which spawns harpies. um, so it was just like you could do interesting stuff like that to
Just mess with stuff essentially.
yeah, like you couldn't do that with regular cards, but you could do that by like placing the cards in proximity to each other.
Yeah.
It was just neat.
Huh. All right. I say, and Finn, you just kind of been about that Valheim life, yeah?
Yep. That's all I've been doing is playing Valheim. It's been so much fun just sitting here playing Valheim and just it's been good times
Just doing the thing.
doing the thing and playing Valheim. It's been fun.
All
I
right.
haven't really been doing much other than unfortunately I have to go back to playing World of Warcraft this week because like we had a 2 week break from raiding and stuff, but 2 week break is up and they're expecting me to come back. I'm just like,
I don't wanna.
don't wanna. I really don't. But I'm also the main tank of the guild, so if I don't, then like it looks really bad. I saved you another edit, Conan.
Proud of you.
I've been pretty good about that, so that's why I'm just like I don't really want to go, but
I guess I will.
I don't want to get in trouble, but I don't want to be here.
Does this guild listen to us?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I mean, they know how I feel about it. Like
Yeah.
the guildmaster knows how I feel about it. Like I've told them, like, hey, I don't really see a point in playing this anymore for the extended time. But if you want me here, I'm here, sort of deal. You
Yeah.
know, I'm a team player.
Yeah, team player. All
But,
right.
all right, let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. Conan Jones, what is your win of the week?
So this week I was just oddly productive. Like, there are days after we got the internet fixed, I got real good about like playing a full game between clicking something on my computer, waiting for it to load because my hotspot was such crap.
Nice.
So I downloaded like 2 or 3 extra mobile games to play while waiting on my computer to load.
Nice.
But then after the internet got fixed, like I was just knocking stuff out this last half of the week, which is odd, but was really nice at the same time. Like finally got some stuff closed out and out of my box. Just getting the stuff cleaned up, and the last half of the week was good. So
There you go.
yeah.
Well, you were being good about stuff.
Yeah. Who's
I
next?
was not productive this week.
Mage, what's your win of the week?
I got my stimulus check, which is nice.
Oh yeah, we did get stimulated by
I got
Grandpa
stimulated
Joe.
by Grandpa Joe. Yep.
Yeah, Crepo Joe.
I guess y'all saw him fall down the stairs.
What?
I heard about it. I didn't see it though.
Yeah, he fell down the steps of Air Force One going up the stairs like 3 separate times. Just kind of fell and tripped, trying to go up the stairs.
That sucks. I hope he's okay.
Oh yeah, he was fine. Just all the Republicans are like, see, he's got dementia. He's too old to even go up the stairs. How he's supposed to lead the country?
Of course they are.
Yeah.
And then they forget that like George Bush like threw up on the ambassador of Japan or something like that.
Wait, did he really?
I don't guess
Yeah.
I remember that.
I didn't know that.
Granted, I guess that was really before I was a part of politics.
Oh no, everyone makes mistakes. I mean, like we can just look at the last 4 years of what Trump did.
You're not wrong. So
I'm not gonna laugh at a dude who fell downstairs when he's an old man.
Yeah, he is old.
That could be dangerous. That could be dangerous.
Yeah, I hope he's okay. Like, I don't want him to be like, oh my, Conan Jones. You want to hear something stupid I just found?
Sure.
I know this is. I literally found a copper deposit under the rocks outside of our main fort.
Really? You
Yes,
just,
like
digging through stuff.
Hang on. Like literally, hang on. I'll send it to you. Yeah, because I was just digging just to find more wood, and I just come across a copper deposit.
How do I make this bigger? Open original. Give me that full screen, boy. Oh, wow. Yeah, sure enough. Proud of you. Okay.
So mad. All right, so my win of the week is your boy got his PS5 in the mail.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I've been playing Spider-Man Miles Morales, and it has been a really good game.
Did you feel like Spider-Man?
Yes, it makes me feel like Spider-Man.
In what ways?
That I could swing across the city.
That's a good way.
He gets that spidery feeling. Makes him feel like a spider.
Oh,
Yeah.
so dumb.
Yeah, right.
I'm glad you're enjoying it though. I'm glad it finally came in. Like,
Yeah, I thought it wasn't coming in until like April.
Yeah,
So like,
it's been a long time coming.
pretty
Yeah, it's
nice
kinda
that
crazy
it's. Well,
that-
no, I ordered it like March 3rd. So like,
Okay, I guess not that long.
but like but it was like going to be. It said it wasn't going to be here until April 3rd, April 12th.
It's kind of crazy that we're still having all those issues with getting the consoles.
Because
It's been like
everybody wants one. Like,
it's been like 6 months though, you know?
yeah, no, I agree. It's stupid, but
Apparently, this stuff is going to be an issue for a while, though, from what I've been seeing.
yeah, I think they're blaming it on COVID, which is typical of everybody's go-to. It seems to be like, oh, we can't do this because of COVID.
Says Finn.
But
You remember any of our conversation from yesterday?
I've slept since then.
We can't do Top Golf because of COVID. We can't do Main Event, which was your idea because of COVID.
It wasn't my idea. Wait, Top of Golf was not our main event was not my idea.
Heyday was your idea.
See, Heyday was my idea.
And
The titty
then
bar
it
was
was
your
the
idea.
wrong. Yeah. You don't even. Never mind.
See, Conan Jones, Heyday was my idea. See, you just admitted it. See,
And that's not even what you meant.
that doesn't change the fact that I said Heyday.
You're just. I swear to God. You are
Fantasy with a heart
exhausting.
yesterday.
That was the perfect meme for yesterday, though. Just slamming my head on the desk.
It was just like every little thing is going to be ruined because of COVID.
Yeah, yes, that's what's happening. That's our life now. It's COVID.
So then you can't give other people grief for not doing things because of COVID.
Yeah, yes, I can.
No, that's called hypocrisy, sir.
No, I don't do anything because of COVID. I have to go teach because it's my job. Other than that, I don't do anything.
So why did we even try to schedule anything today?
Everything that Fantasy says should be on like that Reddit page, Self-Aware Wolves.
I have no idea what that is.
What is that?
Well, it just means that like it's people. It's like they say one thing, but they do another kind of a deal. Like it's like they're so close to the point and then miss it entirely.
Yeah. I can admit when I'm wrong. Okay.
No, you can't. I'm calling foul right there. You definitely cannot admit when you're wrong.
Fair, I can't. It's because I'm never wrong.
Okay.
Hey, I found this copper deposit right here by the thing. I'm pretty proud of myself.
Give yourself a good old clap on the back.
I did. I sent it to the thing. I sent it to Milky to make fun of him because he's been mad about having to go mine copper. And so I mine the 10 because it's easy because I know right where it is. It's 10's right across, like right on the shoreline. Okay, it's really hard to miss 10. Okay, but copper you have to go look for it, and it takes forever to find it because it's like sometimes it's in really stupid places.
Like buried underneath your fort.
Yeah, like literally buried underneath your fort, in front of your face. Like, anyways, all right. That's my win of the week? I think we're all good.
That is it. Wrap us up, Biggin.
All right, thank you guys very much for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or a subject you want us to talk about in our next podcast, go ahead and leave us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. Thank you guys again, and remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.
Bye.